was getting kind of sleepy.
At least it stopped raining.
Really? A little bit of tea before bed. Oh. Swish. Block it out, Uni. Block the trauma.
She doesn't even really know what the trauma is, which is the problem.
It's someone else's trauma, but also you. Now, that's a Mobius if I've ever seen one. They seem to love firing randomly.
Almost like they don't care about who they kill.
It's just one big game to them. Oh lord, he coming.
God, I didn't notice he's doing the Naruto run. Why?
It's okay, Spar. Focus on the situation at hand. How's one gunner supposed to deal with all this shit? Oh, that's not good. Oh, there goes the flame clock.
Yep, there it goes. So much for the gold colony.
Really? You can hide, but he's gonna find you. Oh boy, here we go. Christ. I'm really glad that didn't go through.
No, sir, I don't like it at all.
That was needlessly cruel. You could have just, like, chopped her head off or something. You are gonna have to speak up about it, Doc. A drink.
Oh, thank you.
Sweet tea often does help with the shakes.
Or just a warm drink in general.
Smells good.
Obviously, it's a serious anemone.
Also, I made it,
A
so...
rare flower from the Orion Mountains, crushed and extracted.
So, that fossilized titan is just a mountain
Sounds like a
range
hobby.
now.
Well, they don't know it's a titan,
Practical one.
so
I guess.
Yeah.
it's just kind of a feature of the region, or the world, that's kind of always been there.
Like I said, practical. Glad it worked.
You really couldn't expect Tyon to not notice that something was going on.
Uh-huh.
I did.
He is the strategist,
Might
after
be
all.
that too.
Huh?
I put down my weapon, look around at my companions, and feel relief. Thinking, finally, another day down. Then I think of tomorrow and the tremors are back. Will I see the same faces when I wake? Will I even be around to see them?
I just can't fathom
Easy with the
this
mark.
lifestyle that they are forced to live of constantly
But when you're in a
being
square,
at war with something or someone.
Can you really
It's just
speak
so
for them?
alien to me
For
as, you
someone
know,
nearing the
obviously
end?
not being part of this world, but just having such a
Because I
comfortable
can tell.
life compared to
All we
literally
can do
anything
is
they have.
wonder
It's
what
just,
it's like.
it's terrifying to even think about for me.
And there are modern
Perhaps
things we can draw
sheer
from,
horror?
but still, we're not the ones experiencing
I'd
that.
really hope it's
Yeah, for
not
sure.
fear.
Me too. That's just it.
Kinda sleeps like a cat.
Tyon, do we have to put the weird outfit back on just because we're using this class? Yes, Uni.
Nah, I reckon we ought to avoid spots where those Mobius sickos could get the jump on us.
Unless I'm mistaken, this region is under the control of Lambda. That is the colony I originally belonged to.
Oh, this is gonna be one awkward
don't say.
homecoming.
Then
Not that kind of
There wasn't
homecoming, but you know.
Yeah. It was Colony Lambda's, definitely.
isn't that bad for us?
A little bit.
All right, so you know this area.
I took part in seizing this area.
You know, did a war crime here,
All right, then.
a war
Any
crime there.
suggestions?
Oh,
When everything's a war crime, is it still a war crime?
Yes.
let's see.
It's kind of like the question, is a slave if he doesn't know he's a slave? Yes.
I agree with you,
We might still get enemies.
but the point stands,
but
I think.
underground, at least we won't have to worry about lunking Ferronises and that.
Back to the thing where they don't know anything other than this life. They're being given the option to do something different, and so that's what they're trying to do.
Seems like that's the way to go then.
One moment. These tunnels have been disused for a long time. There's a very real risk of a cave-in.
It's okay, we'll just,
Come down
like,
to it,
hold
escape
lands
may
above
also
us,
be in
and
short
he will
supply.
catch any rock that falls our way.
You're the one who came out.
Well, the Heavy Guard does have that
You got any
shield
other
they could
plans?
make with their
You better not
weapon,
want us to just
and
get camped
Tyon
out
can do the
here
same thing
forever.
with the Mondo as well.
No, obviously.
All right, let's back it up. Any route we can take will have some attendant risk or other. At this point, I'll settle for any choice that makes our lives easier. Enough with the doom-mongering. Just keep it positive. Things will work out somehow.
1,000 Mobii fall from the sky. Oh, you just had to say something, Mio.
Sounds like little Miss Senior's decided to pull rank, eh? Roger that, Mom.
Oh, shut up already.
Right, let's go. We'll check out those tunnels.
It really feels like everyone's
wait for
getting
me.
comfortable enough with each other to start, you know, the little playful ribbing, which is really nice to see.
First of all, true. Second of all, I like how Senna's coat is, like, open enough just to show off the midriff. You gotta keep it fashion, ho. His own fault for not keeping eye out. If see ether child somewhere, it's best to collect while collecting is good. New topic available.
Interesting.
Hello.
Do you have a stone for us?
You okay there, Xeon? Nice. I suppose Lance would like a blue one because he is a defender.
No, I haven't actually finished the Nop-on Pebble side quest in my run. I need to look up which one I'm missing because I don't actually know like which ones I haven't gotten. That area is, as you can see, pretty high level, so the game's telling you to like
It's still a
turn
bit
and
tough,
go up this way.
Oh, Roger that. Yeah,
though.
no.
It's our first time here, isn't it?
Bitley Slope. How are we doing on classes right now? Let's have a little... Yeah, this one's maxed out, so...
Leave the enemies to me.
Guess I'll play as an ogre for a little bit. Level 3, level 4, level 4, level 7, level 4. Very good. Okay, so we have 3 attackers, and we still have 2 defenders. That's fine.
Xeon's not going to be great holding aggro, but I think for now you'll probably be fine like this, if you want to leave it that way. There's definitely a lot of stuff coming up where you're going to want to have another of your main party member back as a defender, but I'll let you know before we get there, even if we get there today. So
Okie dokie. Oh, we're ranking up.
I should have told you to make some food back at the camp there, actually. Forgot about that.
Alas.
Not worth worrying about, I think.
We're close enough that I can go back.
You brew a mean herbal tea.
Next time, I'll make some for you too. For now, let's stick a pin in the topic.
I don't wish to talk about tea outside of tea time. It's improper.
May you sleep peacefully.
Noah really wants to be the one to send them. Wow, you can see the Mechonis hand and arm in the distance.
Draw distance is really great when it comes to the view. Because the regions are so big, you can just see the stuff off in the distance. It's stuff like the detailed landscape and enemies and stuff like that that gets hurt by the draw distance a little bit, which is fine. It's magic that the Switch is even running this, to be honest.
This one's really good for class points.
One of the best ones that you get until later in the game when it comes to class ranks and stuff.
Couldn't eat another bite.
I'm here now, so might as well.
Hey, so can we talk?
Those ether cylinders are pretty handy here. We use them in Ferronis hawks even, and for crafting gems as well. They're a great replacement when you no longer have a flame clock. Then it'd be a no-brainer to carry a couple of them around, no? It's not that simple. First of all, you have to find an ether channel before you can store the ether. That is true, and you don't exactly trip over those every day.
Except you do, they're kind of everywhere.
Yeah. I haven't run into, like, a disused Ferronis since Milik Meadows.
I think there's one on the tableland, like the area you're in. It might be off in the corner of the old Kana battlefield. If you want to go look for that. See if I can find it on the guide real quick.
I kind of do, actually.
Old Kana battlefield and head north and west into a cave,
You got it.
is what it says.
It seems there will be no shortcuts in this endeavor. Seems not. Well, we got some EXP for that, so that's good.
Ah, there we go.
It specifically says skip travel back to the Old Kana battlefield point, and then go north and west into the cave.
Okay. North. Is it up here? No?
I think it's on top of that cliff there, yeah. Back to the north where you were going. I think there's a way you can go in there.
Just a wee bit confused is all.
This is another one of those things that I don't remember clearly, but I do remember there being one of the hulks around here.
Ah, cave. Great. Wonder what it's like inside.
That sounded very sarcastic, Lance.
Got a rare doodah right here.
Fucking rare doodah, innit? Dum-de-dum-de-dum.
You should be more than good enough on level to take this thing out. The recommended level for this is 22. And you're at 28 now, so I think you're fine, or even 29 actually.
Didn't realize we were having to fight something.
Greenery can be so soothing.
Any of these that you come across, like the first one that you did, any of these you come across are going to have enemies that have made it into their home. And so you'll have to take the monsters out before you can actually use it.
Okay.
A thing to note about these that I did not realize until I tried to do this is that if you start fighting some of the enemies and then either turn the game off or leave to another area and come back, the entire thing resets and the enemies respawn.
Right.
So don't do that.
I'm not planning to stop in the middle of recording, mate.
Well, I'm just saying for like anything you do in between sessions as well. Also for the people watching in case they didn't know about it. Oh, I definitely misread this when I was looking at it before recording. It says there's 10 Ferrises that you have to take down. 2 of them are elites. I definitely read all of them are elites my first time.
Wow.
Not that that would be really tough for you to do, but still.
Come on now.
It's just a big old puppy, really.
With horns and big attacks that actually hurt.
There you go. He resisted that. It's fine.
A lot of the bonus effects you'll get out of arts, at least in terms of debuffs, the arts that your Ouroboros form can do, require you to be at Interlink level 3. So for those, you're probably not going to get most of them until you have a better way to do that, like more fusion arts, better fusion arts, and stuff like that.
Right.
There's also some accessories you can get that will increase your Interlink level gain. So you can definitely like keep an eye on that as well, if that's what you're looking for. The nice thing is that the AI is actually pretty decent at using fusion arts to get that level up. Most of the time, there's even an option you can tell them to do mid-combat by holding down ZL to actually focus on using fusion arts exclusively if you really want to get a lot of use out of your Ouroboros forms.
Speaking of, big old punchy guy, let's go.
Okay, that was a bit disappointing.
Just a bit. I would have cried if that missed twice in a row.
I think it's the dexterity you have is based on a little bit on the class you're using. That might be entirely wrong. It might be just kind of a flat thing that the forms have no matter what. But in general, I think Lance and Senna have the lowest dexterity out of anyone in the party. So they're going to be more likely to miss on their attacks. So that's a thing to keep in mind. For the most part, I didn't really have a whole lot of trouble with it. Basically, after this point in the game is when accuracy started to not really matter that much, unless I was trying to fight something way above my level, which I tended not to do because 1, I was over-leveled, 2, that's just not generally a good idea until you have the right setup anyway.
Oh, I have cross impact. Keep forgetting about that. Nice. Bit of bleed.
If it works like it did in Xenoblade 1, damage over time effects like bleed and whatnot are based on the original damage that you do with the art. So using it with power charge or attack up or things that you do during chain attacks with that damage multiplier is going to increase the damage over time effect. So that's definitely a thing to keep in mind if you want to maximize the stuff you're doing with those attacks.
Just making sure everything is honky-dory here. There we go.
See if we can keep this
Oops,
up.
they found us.
Put a little bit of that special sauce on it.
Oh yeah, get that power charge. Got that little pause whenever those attacks hit is so cool.
What's that called, Spore?
I don't actually remember.
Well, if you had to remember the words of Sakurai's dad, it is hit stop.
Ah, yes. I should probably go watch his videos, to be honest.
Honestly, I have a backlog myself, so maybe I'll do that tonight.
I'm surprised that Xeon is pulling aggro off of Mio, actually. I guess it's because she spent so much time not building aggro when you did Noah's Ouroboros.
Shall we deal with this?
I like when I can cause the top of myself, it makes me feel important.
Depending on how you have your art set up, you can have break, topple, launch, and smash all on a single character. Or break, topple, daze, and burst all on a single character.
And I was the
If you want to do the combos yourself, it's definitely possible to do. Of course, it all depends on leveling up your classes so you can get the master arts to be able to do that. I did not pay attention to how many of these things you have left.
This is the last one.
Ah, okay, good.
That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP.
Yes, you were, Lance. Yes, you were.
All right. Could you help me out here?
On it.
Here we go.
Finally, a chance to use some of that ether we've been collecting.
Yeah, there's just not a lot for it to be used on, especially if you're not getting the stuff required to make gems, because obviously they're used for gems too. But like, you get the stuff for those so slowly that sometimes ether's just like, why am I even bothering?
10 is a good amount for like something of this size though.
These start requiring more and more. I think some of the last ones I did required like 50, which of course, you know, later in the game you're expected to have more of everything anyway.
Very nice.
Hey, can we take 5?
Eee.
And of course that opens up the fabricator, those canisters that were there, you get a new camp, and I think it actually puts a new nop on there that will give you another pebble.
Nice. I have so much money, why not?
This is like a perfect example of both money and items just not really being that important, that you can just do this over and over and you feel absolutely no strain in doing so.
It is consistent with things being pumped out en masse though.
This is true, yeah.
Do you have a moment? We've been asked by Shil too. Well, not often to see human on errand. Shil asks friends to collect these things, yes? Like Shil too lazy to use own feet. Make old Nopon look bad. That's correct. A blue stone. Thanks. Cool. Zoka, eh?
We already met Zoka? I don't even remember.
I don't think it matters, but there's a husk up there, so we'll get that on the way back.
Alrighty.
Oh, lordy. Look at the size of that, like, crater.
This was a nice find.
I mean, it's a dead person now, but...
I know it's grim, but it needs
It was just the item you picked up, but yeah, it is a weird thing to say when you're heading to this.
Just for that, no off-searing for the rest of the day. Oh! Head back the way we came.
You could skip travel if you wanted to save time, but it's so pretty.
It is. I want to soak it up.
decent, right?
Huh, I wonder what's up there. Do I want to risk it? Yes, I do. I'm curious.
Yeah, again, this is a thing where I don't know
Hey, this one means business.
what is up there, because it could be a unique monster. It's probably nothing that will, like, instantly kill you. It could also be literally nothing.
Bit of a dead end, yeah.
Yeah, sure looks like it. Oh well.
Quick way back, at least. Oh, I went much further than I anticipated. Yeah, we're gonna fast travel. Yeah. Now we go up. That is a very dangerous looking
This
bird.
is something decent, right?
It's just a normal enemy, too.
Ignoring. Ooh, ether. I'm running a bit low.
Let's see, are these soldiers? No, these are just normal things. I think if you have a certain quest active, some Agnian soldiers will show up here as part of a ongoing thing to unlock a certain hero. Soldiers will also be like level 45. So yeah.
Jesus. There was actually a quest in the desert that I didn't proc because I figured we could go back there later.
Yes, there's quite a few things that you could activate now. I mentioned there's 2 other hero quests that you could start. You could also start the thing that I was just talking about for the hero quest later on. Doesn't give you a quest in your log that you can actually keep track of, but it does spawn those enemies which you need to defeat in order to get the hero quest itself. So if you wanted to activate that, you could go ahead and do it, and it would like lead into the thing later on.
I mean, yourself. Why do you always take a back seat?
Love the texture of the jacket.
It's just a little shiny, which is strange, but also kind of cool.
Noah, he likes to say, don't blame yourself. He knows why I can't stay still, and he gets it, alright?
Ah, yes.
Tells me it's not healthy, yeah?
Alas, poor Jorgen.
But it's easier said.
Yorin.
Anyhow.
Whatever.
I can just wish
There's no G in it.
I mean,
Wasn't my friend, I don't need to remember his name.
that's how it goes. Same deal with you, right? Nah, to be fair, that whole prudent shtick of yours got its merits.
Well, that's the opposite of what you said before.
They're
I guess I'm taking
bonding.
it back then.
You've since saved his life a few times, so now he likes you.
Yeah. They are polar opposites, to be fair. Don't go this way.
You think you're all that, do ya?
All that in a bag of chips. Where's the music?
Where is the music? What?
Ah, there it is.
There it is. Okay. That was odd.
Something so valuable here.
The Pentalas region.
Yes, you are actually about to reach the 3rd region of the game.
Neat. Orion tunnels. Oh boy, we're going inside? Probably should have been paying attention to what was being said.
Yeah, they turned the inside of the Orion Titan Mountain, whatever, into a mine.
I remember getting stuck trying to get to the Orion capital because I couldn't find like the proper stairs or whatever, and there were like level 60 plus enemies flying about, and I was very, very scared.
Oh, okay.
Turns out you need to do a thing with a floodgate. I suppose we would do like a mine or a sewer level.
Speaking of mines, I think the music here is actually based on the Ether Mine from Xenoblade 1.
I can hear it a little bit, yeah. Thankfully, we are well prepared for any threat that comes our way.
We don't know what lies ahead.
You think so?
Let's go carefully.
Oh no.
I want to be out of here as fast as possible, but haste can only spell trouble.
This place rich in ore and gemstone. Speed is of essence. All treasure
Riku
belong
want
to
go
Riku.
fast.
Riku very fluffy and also capitalist.
Mighty exciting.
Gemstone have many use. They probably useful later to us.
Riku sound unusually enthused. Took to be cool and brooding type.
No, that's the other Riku.
Yeah.
Oh, hobby of Manana is cooking.
Riku well aware.
Riku, if we find any nice gemstones, should we bring them to you?
If friends get chance, then please. Gemstone with good potential will be good investment for future.
Oh god, I crave them so much.
Across priceless gemstones. But okay.
Nopon very pacifistic, and don't fight, but would hate not to lend support.
If Manana fight, that mean Manana not become burden?
Don't you worry about things like that. Everyone has their bit to do.
You do the cooking.
If Manana could
Riku
Manana
polishes
surely be
gems,
a
I guess. He
business.
taught us how to do the chain
We
attack.
could do such thing.
Riku is the mechanic. He keeps everyone's weapons in top gear,
Anyway,
manages Lance's power frame, and also runs the ether furnace that allows us to make gems.
Very, very crucial elements to this team dynamic.
Understood.
And he's also just really fucking smart.
Yeah, go on. I'll give you a hand.
Even Lance? That turned up for the books.
Always good to have a few favors to call in, yeah?
Riku knew it.
A Nopon's council, not a console.
And that's a hero quest, so I imagine you can guess which hero we're going to be getting out of this, judging by the cutscene.
Yo, I want to fight as a Nopon. Or Nopon style, anyway.
Whoa, check this place out.
This is another one of the hero quests that is required by the story, not so much in the same way that Valdez is, in that you needed the
Doesn't look
reward
like
to
it's
continue.
working, guys.
It's just kind of part of the story of getting through
But
here.
if you
Okay.
need the cylinder,
I don't
no
mind that.
electricity.
There's a few that are like that, which I think is, you know, it's like you said, it's fine, it's cool. Because otherwise you'd just be running through.
Yeah. And also, you can... Go on.
I didn't have anything else to say.
Okay. Button. It doesn't seem to be working. Well, shit. Point to me. Show me a thing. Over here. Good.
Okay, so we have to go turn the power on. Because I guess there's no ether running to it. This place has been out of use for a long time.
Shall we deal with this?
No, you're a liar. Can I climb down? Haha! Fooled you!
I think I got to this area right around the time we were watching Lightyear a month or so ago.
Uh-huh.
Well, we've been
And
around.
this is very much like the mine that they go to in Lightyear, where they have to, like, get into the room. And it's falling into the crater or whatever.
Kinda crazy. Oh, hang on. Is this a new battle theme?
I can't hear it very well, but I think it might be.
Turn it on for a smidge.
Can keep them in check. Figured out. Eat it. Overfall.
Yeah, this is definitely different.
I think it's because the enemy aggroed to you instead of you, like, getting your weapons out first. Like how you would get different music for that in Xenoblade 1 as well.
I'll try aggroing someone else, and if it plays the same one, I guess it's area specific. Because I know there is at least one more battle track that we haven't heard. And it's based on an area that we may have covered in Future Connected.
Now, elevator, behave, self.
Nice job, Riku. Always good to have a grease Nopon that knows their way around techie things.
Pretty sure it was Mio who put the ether cylinder in, but whatever.
For Riku.
Riku knew what to do to get the thing working, so...
Just saying, credit where credit's due.
I imagine that the party probably could have figured it out just by exploring. I don't think they would have got to the elevator and been like, I think we're done.
Yep, definitely different music, Spo.
Yeah, I guess it is. I guess the tunnels do have a different music. That might just be like it's either the region or just the fact that you're inside this cave.
Might be based on region. You could always look into it just while I'm bumming about it.
I suppose I could. I could indeed.
And I'm going to check classes in the meantime. Level 6, level 4, level 5, level 5, level 9, very nice. And level 5, good.
Yeah, don't look up Xenoblade 3 battle music on YouTube. There's a spoiler in some of the video titles.
Oh, I know, I know.
Jesus Christ, people. Yeah, there is actually a bunch of different battle themes, even like some where you're fighting in water in some cases.
Neat.
Oh, well then. Nothing else for it seems.
We don't have time to burn here. Let's ash them up, yeah?
Nanana, help with fighting!
Fuck yeah. Spin!
Banana!
Don't be so rash.
Oh no! Banana, stop!
Banana cannot stop popping me!
Dangerously close to Xenoblade 2 antics right now.
Yeah, I like that the game knows how to have this kind of levity, but also take itself seriously.
Uh-huh.
I know I said I wasn't going to talk about it a lot, but my biggest problem with 2 was that it didn't know how to do that in a lot of cases. There was too much of the ridiculousness, or Rex and Pyro or Rex and Mithra flirting in the middle of something happening.
Seriously, Manana, that was wild.
I'm really looking forward to his
I'm glad you said
streaming
anyway.
too, though, if just to get the whole series on YouTube.
Yes, and I will not be a negative Nancy the entire time, I promise.
Thank you, because I would like people to like be having a good time, shall we say, during it. You don't need to lie about how you feel, but there are ways to phrase things that don't make you come off as a tool.
I mean, I could just not talk about how I feel about the game for throughout the entire thing.
You have to understand.
Because I don't need to do that for like 3 hours straight whenever we're playing it.
I guess.
Not so much truth.
That's very considerate. But Banana is really fine.
Yeah, that's right. Worrying too much isn't good for you either.
Exactly. That's why Riku not worry.
I think we should be able to make it to the next campsite pretty soon, which would be a pretty good place to call this session if you're looking for a place to stop.
Okay.
You just didn't want your friend to be hurt. Shall we leave it at that? But Riku's right. No more crazy antics in the name of helping each other out, okay?
Banana understand. Not to do crazy antic in future.
Unless part of chain attack, then do immediately.
Descend.
Alright, Spar's just had to step away for a moment. We are going to activate this elevator right here. Hopefully we'll get a chance to spin with Manana again pretty soon. These elevators remind me of Morag's place. Oh, what is it? Something Ardennes? More Ardennes, I think, in 2.
Manana sure has a wild side, huh?
Oh, lads,
I was as shocked as you were.
there's plenty of room here. Whatever. AI's gonna AI, so I suppose.
Huh? Is it just me, or is that rock sparkling?
Oh, this is totally a Xenoblade 1 Mind situation. Like Spar said, the music feels like a remix. Then we have ether crystals in the rock.
What about this? I can't tell them apart.
That's okay. That's what Riku here for.
It's a good thing you're with us, Riku.
Leave to Riku. First, Riku and friends search area.
Let's just go deeper and deeper. Careful not to awaken the Balrog. He would be very grumpy this time of day. How to get up there? A ladder? Yeah. I was worried we'd have to go around the long way, but I guess not.
This is not one.
I appreciate all the scenes in the mine so far being voiced.
This might be valuable.
They could have easily just left it as
So
is,
we should
but...
keep.
Okay, got it.
Alright, so just going around collecting stuff. Good, good, good.
It's hard to tell the difference between ore and a gemstone.
That's why Riku's were invented, innit?
Ah. Riku more important than just gem appraiser. He also polished weapons. He good guy. Oh, that's a feisty one. Thankfully, he's not aggroing to us right now.
Isn't this one?
It look like, but is not. Observe here precisely. Intensity of luster grow dim.
Okay, I believe you.
But is not useless. Keep hold for now.
I like the texture on that rock. Me fan of shiny thing, in case didn't know. That was both Riku and me saying that.
I didn't realize how much fun it could be looking for ore.
Oh, now you're angry. Well, since you insist.
I'm back.
Hello.
Did you try to pronounce the word that popped up on screen? Or did you just leave it? I've seen that word in use before as part of a webcomic. Let me see if I can check. It's a type of food. Pronounced mealfoy, according to Google.
Oh, I think that's like some type of pastry.
Yes. Old school French pastry that's airy, crispy, flaky, and decadent in all the right places.
There you go.
Was this written by Manana?
I wonder if I can get a chain attack before this thing does.
Probably not. Elite monsters are usually just a little bit too weak to survive long enough, unless they're just a little bit above your level.
Right.
When it comes to chain attacks.
There we go.
The nice thing is that they naturally give a bonus to all the rewards and stuff, so you don't need to worry about the chain attack that much.
Me neither.
I do wish the gauge would stay built up just a little bit between fights, though, like it did in previous games.
Oh, why don't we just put it on easy babby mode for you, Spa? Would that also suffice?
Yes, absolutely it would.
Okay. Oh, there's a bunch of ya. Let's fucking go then. Me one fight.
Something interesting in this game is that you can topple flying enemies, which was not a thing in Xenoblade 1. If an enemy was flying, they would resist topple, like, permanently. Could maybe still be dazed, but you could not topple them whatsoever. You couldn't force them down to the ground like that. So it's interesting that you can do that in this game. Nothing is really, like, permanently resistant like that.
No, this not right. But is useful, so Riku take it.
Waste not, want not. That is the Nopon code.
You think we're really gonna find whatever Riku's after?
It doesn't seem like we'll find anything here. We might have to go deeper.
I think you're heading towards that camp that I mentioned, so we're actually approaching this a bit faster than I expected. But going further also means going into the next big story section that would take another hour and a half, so that would be the trade-off.
Good lord. Oh, look at that.
See that little bit off to the side with like the cathedral and stuff on it?
Uh-huh.
There's two unique monsters there that fight together, and they're level 85.
Good lord.
Actually, I shouldn't even call them monsters, they're actually Agnian soldiers. So they're unique enemies, I guess I should say.
War turns us all into monster spa.
Manana. You look great.
Gosh darn.
I'm guessing all of this architecture is from Xenoblade 2. One, because it's Uriah, and two, because this seems more like Xenoblade 2 stuff anyway.
If that place over there is what I think it is, some very important story stuff happens there.
Riku seemed to find great joy in rocks. He'd pick up so many.
Gemstone and ore are different from normal rocks scattered around.
Riku had Pet Rock as small Nopon.
How dare you say such thing, you spurless whore. But Jesus, Riku, calm down.
Scientist.
You could identify them all, Riku. You sure know a lot about rocks.
Riku know a thing or two.
Yes.
Don't be modest. You've got skills, mate. You should be an appraiser.
Cease with flattering.
It's not flattery, it's good to have
That's
a hobby.
not really what Riku wants to do either.
No.
He prefers being the
Pretty
mechanic.
good that we were able to come out rock collecting, huh, Riku?
Okay, now you're just taking piss.
Gemstone, not rock. From supply material to maintenance work, that's Riku's job. It's solemn responsibility to keep important equipment in tip-top order so everyone can come back alive. Just doing own job, not like Lance.
Got him.
You what? I'm pretty much, almost, sort of doing it.
Oh, Lance.
Wow. You really give yourself a lot of responsibility, Riku.
Too much talking. Out of Riku's character.
Not at all. Understanding each other better isn't a bad thing, is it?
That's right. Become better friends is important.
We need to learn more about each other to become better friends, right?
That's exactly truth. Learning about each other, very important deal.
Yes, but you're like, what, 5? And I'm like 50. This is weird.
Favorite thing.
Next. It's not about taking turns.
Fate's breath in readiness. Manana show you her specialty. You learn soon. Over there is good place.
Aha.
Time for break.
I said before, but the two Nopon are just really great.
Yeah.
I don't think they surpass Ricky in terms of being my favorite Nopon. At least individually. I think Riku and Manana together
We asked Manana to
are
rip up
just
some
really awesome, though.
Personal hygiene is every soldier's duty.
There we go. Anything to discuss? There is nothing to discuss. Alright, folks. I guess we'll leave things there, and we'll continue Riku's gemstone hunt next time in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. See you then!